Okay, so I just took a shower and I was like thinking about my day because like after I left the park and I went to work, there was just like drama at work. Like it was just like my sunglasses lens like popped out. Like there was just a lot of like mishaps that would be considered like bad luck. And it was just so dramatic. Like there was so there was just so much like it was like workplace drama, but I've never experienced workplace drama, so it was like negative energy and like gossip and like all this like random crap and like misunderstandings and stuff. And it was about me. And I was like, oh my god, like honestly, I think it's hilarious. Like there's like shit talk about me, like you know what I'm saying? I probably worked there like a month, so it was like kind of hot, but it made me realize like I don't know if the sauna lady did this to me or like it was just like a day was meant to happen because like I so basically I like subscribed to this like messages from the universe thing, and it was like the message today literally when I was like having a panic attack in the park was like from God. Okay, this is like messages from God, and it was like um nothing today's message, nothing happens by coincidence. And I was like, damn, like God, you popping off today, like what the hell, like weird flex. But it was, I would say I would say the bad luck was worth it because hear me out. So the reasons why it was worth it was because like it was almost like everything that happened that was like bad luck was almost so laughable when it's outside of like my emotional peripheral, you know? And like it was just like fucking stupid and it was hilarious, and I was just like inspired by it almost because of like we always think of like possibilities as like good possibilities, good opportunities. But I think we forget the fact that like bad things that happen are also opportunities of the universe like to manifest things. And like when when I saw the possibilities that the universe had on like such a microscopic level, like with my fucking glasses popping out, like my freaking sunglasses, like I dropped them and I was like, damn, like this too, you know, like are you like it was just so like it was annoying, but in a way where I thought it was like the only thing I could do was laugh because I feel like I'm conditioning myself to laugh at my issues. But like at the same time it was like this too, you know, like it's almost like I could have ventured off into dread like like all the other times in my life this time also. But I think it was just maybe the change of scenario or like just the preposterous like awkward weird ass like shit that was going around me, or like the way that I fucking face planted. Like it was so dramatic. Like it was a whirlwind of like weird fucking like not metaphysical drama. Like it had like it was just like all like I don't know. I mean maybe I'm just like over exaggerating that part. But like honestly, I'm glad that the sauna lady fucking tried to curse me. I don't know if she actually tried to curse me, but like damn, like if she did, like thank God, you know, like fuck yeah. Cause like all that bad luck was like honestly like such a I don't want to say blessing because that's like overkill, that's like pushing it, but it was a wake-up call in a really interesting way. Because like even though I called my work and I told them like yeah I'm going to the hospital because I fell outside right the fucking hospital, I didn't go, and I just like smelled perfume and I went to the bookstore and I sat on some couches in the furniture shop, And it was like, even though like things happened to me that was bad, I was still like interested and open and like adamant enough to like claim goodness for my life. And I think that's what made it such a beautiful day, even though it was kind of shit and like a little bit painful. Like my pinky is like hurting, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was just I don't know, it was just one of those days that was just like, it was just beyond this realm. But maybe I was like, because I was also listening to music at work, like one ear, and then like there was like shit going on around me, so technically I was like in two separate parallel universes. And like this guy was like, who was his first shift there, he was like commenting on the music about how it was like high school, like it was taking him back to high school, and like everything that happened was like it's like, I think one thing I realized today was that and maybe like I'm wrong and this is just my like realization, is like, okay, so our childhoods are like are so joyous and so happy, I suppose, because like we gave into temptations without realizing they were temptations. Like I think as we grow into adulthood, we start getting into routines, right? And like those routines are, we associate like discipline and commitment and perseverance and determination, like these like this you know, like that energy to like associated with like having a successful career and whatever, or at least like getting out of fucking anxiety and like actually doing something with your life and like being comprehending life enough to like actually get through it. Like I would not be able to do work and enjoy my life if I didn't go to the gym every day. So technically, like even just going there to sit in the freaking sauna and like or do some yoga, or like just even just going every day like clears my head so much and like gives me that space to think and act and be myself, right? Like whatever I want to do in that time. And like I think like what I realized was that like our childhoods are an indulgence of temptation. Like they are an indulgence of what we, not only what we love, but the things that we are interested in doing just for the sake of fun. You know, like stealing or like buying clothes, or going to the museum, or like I don't even know, like because nowadays like adulthood is like eating out, like eating food. That's and drinking. That's like the prime like I don't know, I fucking hate it. Like I think it's dumb. Or like shopping, maybe. It's not dumb, it has its benefits. Like I do love to go out to eat, but I just after a while it just gets into a routine, you know. It's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna eat food, congrats, you know. It's like, okay, so I wrote this quote down on the train like when I was coming back, and I realized like at least it meant something to me. Like I don't know if it's like the truth or it actually is real, and it is subject to change, but I wrote on my little thing, so it wrote on my notes app. But basically I wrote, childhood is the indulgence and acceptance. I wrote acceptation like an idiot. All right. Childhood is the indulgence and acceptance of temptations and the continued existence within the validation of them. So like I think where we go wrong as we grow up is like we fall into temptation, right? Or like we do something that like really we desire, or like we really want to do or really enjoy, and then like we devalue ourselves based on that, or we think that the decisions that we're making, or like the interests that we have, are like they just don't belong, like they don't have any place or like acceptance in the grand scheme of society. When like in the reality of things, like, to actually feel young, we just need to validate our temptations. I don't know if that goes against like every spiritual law possible, and I'm pretty sure it might be illegal. Like, that sounds illegal, right? Like, to validate yourself based on your temptations, like, that sounds illegal. Because technically, I feel like there can be a lot of temptations, or like, I guess, like, maybe I'm confusing temptations and desires as the same thing. So maybe I can change that to the acceptance of desires and the existence within them. Oh, within the validation of them. So existing within the circle, the bubble of validating yourself and your desires is the epitome of a healthy childhood, I suppose. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Because I think, like, when we were young, right, we would use like any excuse to like validate the bullshit, you know? We're just like, oh, we're just having fun, or like, LOL, you know? Like, it wasn't even, there was sometimes not no validation even needed. So I guess, why does the universe have to operate in the same way? But also, I don't know. It's pretty cool though, right? Like, shit happens.